We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. This is Hunt. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Open man is Michael Thomas. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. Big completion there on 3rd and short. Keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. 1st and goal, and you know me, I'm a big advocate. If you're going to throw the ball, throw it early in the down and distance count.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
The score is Saints 7, Buccaneers nothing. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this carries into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
On first down, Maynard, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On second down now, Maynard. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Von Bell. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Von Bell up to make the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 25-yard line.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards. They'll run on first down. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's 2nd and 8. Eluding the pressure right. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. These two teams all tied after one.
Score tied 7-7.
On third down, Maynard. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
4th down, and
that's to his running back, complete. And he'll be out of bounds. Well, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Saints 14, Buccaneers 7. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Hunt. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Here's Hunt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Well, officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And this is picked up by the Saints.
This is too easy.
He's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown.
Eddie Pinheiro lining up 40.
Fumbles, that's how you get in the coach's doghouse. The first one lost and it hurt. This time you lose it and it's taken in for a score. It really hurt.
And about that doghouse, it won't exactly be comfortable, and it definitely won't be air-conditioned.
Milk bones?
None.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
Set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
6 brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Slant as the throw's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Buccaneers.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Palmer. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Buccaneer first, to pick up of 12 yards. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll drop the throw. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. They'll call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got Miller. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And this is picked up by the Saints. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Pinheiro set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now, as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Offense set to begin their next possession. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were environment, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
It's a gain of 20.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that poster out there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. He completes this into the hands of Miller. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Inside the 10 at the 8. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. The quick slant caught, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll throw now on the final play. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 16-yard line. It's a big play there for the Saints. 56 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more on that one and another first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. It's their quarterback, hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Saints 35, Buccaneers 7. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Ain't doing nothing. 37. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. 2nd and 1. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
Is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Buccaneers 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some time.
See what happens. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really they're... Hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he's brought down after a very nice game. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where the...
And he's got it! Touchdown, Saints! On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it's a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your play.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
A loss of 6 yards. It's second down.
Second and long. It's caught by Mike Evans. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
23 yards. First down, Tampa Bay.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 7.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Palmer. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real shot.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Here's the option.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15.
On the option.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
15-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Well, the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And it's a quick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
49. Buccaneers 15.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
2nd and 11. At the Bucs' 38-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause of the action. A timeout here defensively.
3rd and 11.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Only a yard. It's 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Back to throw here. Left side here, and it's complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I get a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. He's trying to run some time here with a 1st and 10.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Big time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for New Orleans, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.